get into today. We're going to be talking more about this and this insane case in Mississippi. Also coming up, Phil Dunn is the president of Serving California, a nonprofit organization that helps champion both veterans and prisoner causes. They are representing Sergeant Andrew Tamarisi. He's going to join us with the latest on that Marines case. Keep it here.
The rays of light behind the church, hiding the place. It was a long joke till the punchline came.
This is the Dana Show.
Read my mind.
Lines are open now at 866-455-9797. This is the Dana Show.
You can find me at danaradio.com. You can also find me on Twitter at DLash as well. We're going to be opening up the phone lines here shortly because it's Open Line Friday. Not yet, but we're going to get to it. Coming up, we're going to be speaking with Philip Dunn, who is president of Serving California, and he's actually been working with the Tamarisi family on this. You all know the case of the Marine sergeant who has sadly been in a Tijuana prison because he made a wrong turn and ended up in Mexico. And they decided, because suddenly now Mexico government wants to follow the law. And so this is just, it's a sad story, but we're going to talk to Phil Dunn about all of that and get the latest from the family. He's been helping them, and it's just, it's such a one phone call from the White House. It would be great. Maybe they should get a talk radio host to call him a slut or something so that the White House would pay attention to it. You think so? Is that too mean? I'm actually unbelievably chill today. Do I sound chill today, Kevin?
A little bit.
I sound relaxed.
A little bit. Just give it time.
See?
Give it time.
It's Friday. I don't know, though. It's Friday. And I've even had, this is even with my second thermos of coffee and my St. Louis Cardinals baseball thing, which angers everybody here who likes the Cubs and whatever other team that's not God's team. Let's be frank about it. I mean, we can be friends, all the day long, but when it comes to baseball, sorry, but if you ain't with the Cardinals, I can't sit with you at lunch. Kind of how it is. Let's kick it into headlines.
With all the news that is news, it's the Dana Show headlines.
Please tell me that this is not him saying that the IRS is a phony scandal after we heard this insane testimony from John Koskinen, Mr. Kevin Conroy. Because, see, that might make me a little bit like a degree less chill.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm afraid what's going to happen. Let's just play the audio here.
Sometimes the news that's coming off is just, these are Washington fights. They're fabricated issues. They're phony scandals that are generated. It's all geared towards the next election or ginning up a base. It's not on the level.
What?
And that must feel frustrating. And it makes people cynical, and it makes people turned off from the idea that anything can get done.
I'm confused because the president did not specify what he meant exactly by using the phrase phony scandals, Mr. Kevin. I'm not quite sure to what he was referring. Do you know? Do you have any idea? Is he... Well, I don't understand. He was speaking. This was a town hall yesterday in Minneapolis. He was speaking to the crowd. He went up there to he did a working families luncheon with some mother in a diner. He didn't specify what he meant about phony scandals. Not quite sure. He was a little bit, when he was at the fundraiser last night, it was reported via USA Today, he was a little weensy bit more specific. And he mentioned phony scandals again. He says, quote, we talk about, and this was not on video, so there's no audio of it. It's, quote, we talk about phony scandals, and we talk about Benghazi, and we talk about polls, and we talk about the Tea Party, and we talk about the latest controversy that Washington has decided is important, and we don't talk about her. And the her to whom he was referring is the working mother with whom he had lunch earlier in the day. Remember I told you the working families thing? Because, see, that's the only way that Democrats know how to talk to women. Let's not talk to women about the latest controversy like the IRS targeting conservative women if they happen to run a group called True the Vote. Let's not talk about the women who are mourning the loss of their children from Benghazi. Let's not talk about any of that. No, let's talk about how we can get you free birth control and abortion on demand, because since you have a vagina, let's just, be real. That's all you care about, right? That's the extent that your intelligence will allow you to care. I mean, that's just at least what I infer from that quote. I might be speculating a little too much, but that's kind of what I infer. See, I'm still chill, Kevin. You thought that was going to do it.
It was close. It was close.
Right. You thought it was going to flip the switch. I will admit it raised a hackle.
Yeah, I heard it bubbling over the microphones in Texas, actually, to be honest with you. I was a little worried.
It's Friday. I don't know. It's Friday. The 4th is coming up. And yesterday I met with a fireworks guy. Apparently I can blow some things up in Texas to celebrate America, But so I have to tell you this. This is not good. So one of the products that I had was a firework filled backpack. Like it's called the Lil Alamo. The Lil Alamo fire. I just thought that might not be a good optic. Anyway, moving on. I really like Independence Day pyro. Audio soundbite. What else do we have? Audio soundbite 3. Brent Bozell of the Media Research Center on the president and press intimidation.
This is right out of the Clinton playbook from the 1990s. Every time Bill Clinton got into trouble with a scandal and there was a whiff that there might be somewhere media coverage, he would go out and complain about the media. What he's trying to do is intimidate the press. And we see what's happening right now is you've got liberal reporters who are coming forward and saying to their industry, enough is enough. You've got to start covering these scandals. This is bigger than Richard Nixon. And they're nowhere to be found.
Oh, it's a lot bigger than Richard Nixon. Completely. And remember, this was one of the things on which he was impeached. There are probably several things that fit that description. Lorraine on Twitter says that I sound so chill. It's almost borderline NPR. See, that one last one, though, almost got me. Calling it a phony scandal to gin up the base. Well, at least it's... Oh, gosh. What he had to do to gin up his base is abuse government agencies to unconstitutionally and illegally target conservatives over dissent like Chavez. Quick break. When we return, Philip Dunn on Sergeant Andrew Tamorisi, the latest.
The Dana Show. Talk lines are open now at 866-455-9797. This is The Dana Show.
We've been following the story of Marine Sergeant Andrew Tamorisi since he was incarcerated unjustly in this prison in Tijuana, not only on this radio program, but also on The Blaze, and have been following the efforts of some to free him from this. It's an absolutely insane story. And we've also discussed how unbelievably easy it is right there at the border between California and Mexico going into Tijuana, how unbelievably easy it is. If you don't know where you're going, if you blink even, you can't see the incredibly itty bitty teeny tiny signs that are telling you if you don't want to go to Mexico, you need to get 5 lanes over in traffic and go back the other way. It's a bizarre story. And frankly, I'm still kind of shocked that he is still being held. And for the latest, we're going to talk with Philip Dunn, who has been working with the Tamorisi family. He's been Serving California, his nonprofit organization. They work to support and provide resources for and champion veterans and prisoner causes. Philip Dunn's on the phone with us now. Happy Friday to you, Philip. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Please give us the latest on what is happening with Sergeant Tamarisi. I know his mother was able to meet with him, which is good. Well, what is the latest, and are we any closer to getting him back?
Yes, we are. In fact, I think you're the first to find out. I just got informed that he's got a court date now set for July 9th. So that'll be the first time that some evidence is presented